lo and behold, it was tier 2, and I'm actually able to retire 2-3 years earlier than I would if I wasn't a lifeguard. So thank you, Mom. And in lieu of the fact that it's Mother's Day weekend, I wanted to give you some roses here. Thank you for that. My beautiful wife, Michelle, affectionately known as Pumpkins. Honey, I don't know what you were thinking. I ended up going to upper division. One of the reasons I wanted to have the party here was upper division SUNY Utica Rome first started off down Court Street here, across from the brewery, and they didn't have housing for any of the students. You're basically on your own. Right here is Hotel Utica now. It used to be Motel Utica. Right next to it, it's a parking lot, and used to be a pool there. But anyway, they had housing for the students, and for $100 a month, you got the room, and you had a roommate that's $50 a month, that included heat, lights, air conditioning, everything. One guy got cable TV, so I went to Radio Shack and got 29 splitters, and everybody had cable TV. We had, so you guys didn't know how good I was in anyway, I got the internship at the State Building, and so I had to walk right by here to go to the State Building. So one day, I'm coming back from my internship, and this smoking hot blonde is coming up from Hotel Utica. And anybody that works around this area, you know how the wind comes. You know, it's always crazy windy around here. And Michelle did one of those Marilyn Monroe moments. So at that point, I knew I found my wife. And she worked for it. She was going up to the bank, and she had all the, the money bags and everything that she couldn't. So anyway, I go back to the dorm, and I'm telling my buddies, I go, hey, I found my wife. I found her. I love. She's smoking. Well, what's her name? Michelle. She works right next door. She's I love her. I've been loving her. Did you talk to her yet? No. You mean Michelle, that real smoking hot one, the one that's like 11 on her bad days? I go, yeah, that's the one. They go, Jim. I go, what? They go, you haven't even made a 3.5 yet, and you peeked out. They're done. The 3.5s can't even look at 11s, let alone talk to them. So anyway, I got up the courage and I asked her out, and she said yes, and thank God you did, honey. I got 2 roses for you for Mother's Day. After Michelle and I got married, it was we moved to Utica, and it was affectionately known as Corn Hill. At the time it was 1980. It wasn't too bad, but it kind of got worse. But anyway, we were blessed with a beautiful daughter, Amy, and the only thing that was difficult with Amy, it was Monday night. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was that Miami-San Francisco game that went into overtime. And that's when Michelle's water broke. And so she's like, honey. I go, wait, they're in overtime. Honey. So other than that, Amy, you've been a great daughter. Amy's blessed us with 2 beautiful grandchildren. They're right here, Haley Rose, and we just had her baby Jackson here last month. And in retirement, they're out in Long Island, and they came up all the way from there today for this. And I'm definitely looking forward to spending a lot of time with you guys out on Long Island there. And I got you a couple roses too. I don't think they're, she could probably hold on. You got flowers.
They're so pretty.
Shortly after Amy was born, we had Heather, and Heather, we're still not sure if Heather's ours because she's very smart, very grounded, very normal. She's an RN, got her bachelor's in psych and works at a hospital, and whenever there's a problem at the house, Heather's the one that says, all right, you guys. She's counseling the parents, she counsels the other kids, and it's a blessing having you as a daughter, and it's been unbelievable having you. And Heather is with child now and is due in August, so we're looking forward to I got two double too, huh? There you go. After Heather was born, we were blessed with mine and Michelle's favorite son, Matthew. I want to talk about Sarah first, then I'll get back to you, Matt. Matthew's been out with his high school sweetheart, Sarah, for quite a few years now, and they're doing real well. They live out in Mystic, Connecticut. Sarah, Michelle, Amy, Ashley, Heather, we all want them to get married, so we just got to convince Matt, and then we'll be good to go. But Sarah, it's been a blessing having you in our family, and hopefully you'll be our daughter-in-law soon, and I'll talk to Matt some more. I got you roses, but I don't want you anything until after you get married. Okay. And then we had Ashley. I always tell Ashley if she was our first, she'd be an only child. I don't always mean it though. She's a sweetheart. She's going to graduate from SUNY Albany next week, right? With a 3.4 or something. We just moved most of her stuff back, so you're not going to stay all the time, right? Just in the summer. Anyway, she's been a sweetheart, and all the kids, they were so great throughout my career because I think you heard about me going to New York City, and I would leave 2 in the morning so I could get to the George Washington Bridge before 6:30, because otherwise, as you know, you hit the bridge that late, and it'll take you 3 hours to get down to Lower Manhattan. So, I mean, the kids were phenomenal, and I certainly couldn't have done the job and done everything unless it wasn't for their sacrifices. Ashley, I got you roses, but it's not for Mother's Day, so. Anyway, there's a few guys I want to mention. I really appreciate everybody being here. Through my career, I've had some crazy things go on. First off, everybody's mentioned my partner and friend there, Kuda. It's been an outstanding You guys know Kuda. I mean, he was. I think he was born on Lansing Street or Mary Street somewhere, and he never left. He knows everybody in Utica, and when you're out doing hits and delinquency or just going into houses you don't know, you knock on the door, you answer the door, Kuda. It's the first time we've been here, you know, or they're harboring some fugitive or something. Oh, Kuda, yeah, all right, he's back here, you know. So it made my life so much more easy and safe, you know, and that's huge in this job because you want to get home at night, and having you as a partner definitely made that happen. I appreciate it. Lynn, thank you for everything. People have mentioned the shooting in Syracuse. The person right next to me was Lynn. It was a bad situation. The girl, when we got there, was hanging out the 3rd floor window, trying to get away from this guy who was trying to kill her. We were trying to get in. The guy had the door barricaded. We eventually got in, hardly, but at least enough for Lynn and I to confront him, and Lynn maced him, came at me with a knife, and I ended up shooting him. So at that it's probably the worst domestic situations you can deal with in any type of law enforcement job, and having you there, I know it probably wouldn't have went as well as it did if you weren't there, so I really appreciate you being there, and I hope I did want to mention my former boss, I guess, Shapiro. It's been a godsend having you as